Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with episode 57 of the Game Time Gents podcast. It is me, Nardi, here with Fish and Zoltowski. Boys, say hello.
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 And we're looking into week 6. We're going to talk a little bit about week 5, who we thought did well, who we thought did poorly. And before we get into all that, let's get into the news here. So, another injury has hit the league. Omarion Hampton is on the IR. Looks like he can return about week 10 possibly, but there's going to be some confusion on who's going to be his main backup while he's out. It's going to be a mixture of Hassan Haskins and Kamani Vidal. I wish I could tell you guys who I thought was going to be the workhorse there, but they both had 21% snap percentage when he went out. So
It'll be Haskins.
You think it'll be Haskins? I think for the rushing, it'll be Haskins, but for the passing, it's going to be Vidal. And honestly,
you got to remember too, though, that Harbaugh has coached Haskins before because he was at Michigan with him.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. My thing with Vidal, I think his floor is going to be a little bit higher for you, just for the sole fact that the Chargers are going to have to throw more now. Like, they're not going to be able to rely on Haskins for the running game. He's not really shown much in his career. Maybe I'll be dead wrong, and I hope I am, because hopefully he plays well. But I don't know. It's going to be
That's a great point.
Aerial offense for the Chargers going forward.
Well, and their receivers have played well too. So
yeah,
it's minus last week, but
which makes me think Vidal's going to get more of the workload than we think he's going to, and it's going to be more through the air. So maybe he'll channel his inner Darren Sproles, and we'll see how he does there. But Zoltowski, you also have some news.
I do. So I'm going to flip on over to the college football side of things. So a couple big upsets this week. Penn State went down to currently, or when they were winless UCLA. Though no one was at the stadium. It was really funny to see them rush the field at the end, just because there was no one there. Whereas, when Cincy upset Iowa State this week, that was nuts. You just see a sea of red rushing down, taking that field over. Yeah, you were there. That must have been cool to see.
No, let's not go too far. No, but I'll tell you what, it was like every zombie movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It was insane. It was really cool. It was really cool to witness.
Yeah.
So they did their thing, and then they left. So.
Yeah. They were talking about it like when there was like 30 seconds left and Iowa State still had the ball. They're like, yeah, there's a 30-minute waiting period for fans to get on the field after that game. And I'm like, yeah, that doesn't apply here. That's not going to happen. And then Texas lost in Gainesville this weekend. So you have the former preseason number 1 and number 2 overall, Texas and Penn State respectively, are now unranked. Arch Manning questions, everyone thought, the Saints are going to tank for Arch Manning. I don't know if you want to do that.
Dude, he's not looking too good.
Yeah, now, the 2 losses, OSU and Florida. Florida hasn't looked good, but they call it the swamp for a reason. I mean, I could only imagine trying to go down there and play in that atmosphere. It's insanely loud. They're belligerently drunk. Their football team sucks. And I've been in the shoe. It's also horribly loud. And when they were playing Toledo, it was awful.
The shoe is gigantic.
I don't know. I don't know how. But and then another thing with college, so new transfer portal rules, they have removed the spring transfer portal. So it's only the winter now from January 2nd to January 16th. However, if a player is on either team playing in the college football championship, they have an extra 5-day window after the game. From the 20th to the 24th, the championship this year is on the 19th. Then they've also, it used to be if the head coach was fired during the season, you had a 30-day window to enter your name into the transfer portal. It's now cut down to 15. However, for Arkansas, Oklahoma State, UCLA, and Virginia Tech, I believe, they still have that 30-day window because their head coaches were fired before this rule change came along. So
interesting.
A lot of transfers last year. I think it was the most in the history of the NCAA. A lot of movement. So we'll see if this changes, if it makes it greater. I don't know, because they had the spring and the winter to do it. Now they only have the one option. So if they miss it, you're SOL. But I got some more. Fish, if you want to talk about some of these, feel free to. So I'm not just rattling on and on.
Oh, go ahead. You got all the time in the world.
So big trade news here. Joe Flacco has been traded to the Bengals. I think they gave up a 7th rounder and Flacco for a 6th rounder, or a 6th rounder for a 5th rounder, whatever. Yep. How much does this help the Bengals?
It doesn't. It doesn't at all.
No.
And coming from a Joe Flacco truther, I loved him 2 years ago, but he's a statue. And now he's a statue behind a worse offensive line that is just going to get... Yep. I hope he's got a life insurance policy, because, man, he's going to get pummeled back there behind the offensive line.
Now he's got to go learn a new offense, and, you know...
Yeah, I'm in a text thread with my dad and my brother, and the news hit today, and my brother texted about it, and my dad's like, aren't you worried he's going to leak all the secrets about the Browns offense to the Bengals defense? And I'm like, no, we could tell them to play, and I think that they wouldn't be able to stop it. Like, that's how bad that defense is. But no, it's always, interdivision's a little weird. It's definitely strange that happened inside the division, but I don't want to be a money homer, thing. Travis, shouting you out today. I don't want to be a homer and talk about my Browns too much, but I'm more wondering what this means for the Browns. So, like, Dylan Gabriel starter, he didn't really impress me too much in his debut, but we'll see what he does going forward. And then, does that mean Shadur's going to be number 2? Or are we going to bring in a veteran? Interested to see what happens there.
He would have to speak to be the number 2. So I don't know if he's still doing his mind bullshit, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know. At this point, you're just trying stuff. I mean, there's some glimmer of hopes with Gabriel, and then there's some glimmer of hopes with Shadur during the preseason. So you got a young offense. Can't let the statue stay behind them, and then next year they change again. So might as well get them antiquated, especially with how weak that division looks.
Yeah.
The Ravens are still favored to win that division, by the way.
When's Lamar coming back?
1-4. I have no idea.
Honestly, it should be, this week or next week? It's just a hamstring injury.
Yeah, but those linger.
I mean, DJ Reed's on the IR for a hamstring injury.
Yeah, but I mean, he'll be fine. They need him currently because...
Yeah, they do. They're hurting bad. Which, speaking of the Ravens, they actually traded their edge rusher... I have no idea how to say this, but away for a 27-7.
Where'd he go?
Who's on first?
You get it?
Huh? I'm getting there. And they also gave away a 27 7th rounder to the Chargers for the safety Gilman and a 26 5th rounder. And the Ravens also signed everyone's favorite Twitter person, CJGJ.
Which I hate personally, but it's neither here nor there.
Chargers needed that edge rusher, with the Khalil Mack injury. He's out. I think he's done for the year or a good chunk of it. Your arm's not supposed to bend that way. And the Ravens need the safety help. Their secondary is atrocious. And it was thought to be, I remember we were hyping it up. We were like, oh my God, I have to go back and look at the video, but I think we gave them like top of the tier list for a lot of the defensive stuff.
Well,
everything on paper.
I think Nate Wiggins just got hurt, didn't he? He's the starting corner for them.
He might have. That's your team, dude.
It's not my team.
It's your favorite.
Do it again.
Favorite team. So we'll see. I mean, they're trying. A couple fines. Geriatric Jerry Jones there got fined $250K for an obscene gesture. He was flipping the bird. Caught it. Yeah. It was like right after Dak scored the game winner or whatever. It's hilarious to me. I think he's just old and forgot that he's... he beat the
Jets.
That offense without CD actually still looks pretty good. We talked about it last week. It's not something I'm excited about. And then so the Cardinals coach, Gannon, was fined $100,000 for an altercation with DeMarcado on the sideline after he fumbled at the one. I don't know if you guys saw the video of that.
He hit him
at all. Yeah, no, yeah, he gets in his face. I mean, here he's screaming at him, which I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And then he just swings, and you watch his body just like this. And I'm like, oh my God,
it's like Bob Knight.
I mean, honestly, deserved. I can't fault Gannon at all for that. I mean, how many times does
I
that
mean,
happen? It cost them the game.
last week happened last week and the week before.
I mean, you
It
see
cost them the
all the
game too.
time.
It happens too
Just
much.
hold on to the ball for a half a second more, then do all the celebration. I don't care if you do 12 backflips.
Yeah.
Get into the end zone.
I mean, I agree with you. He needs to hold on to the ball. I understand, getting in his face and yelling. Absolutely. You're getting paid a ton of money to do this job, but I don't need to assault a man. Can't care if he's wearing pads or not. That's the guy you expect to, coach and lead you. You don't want him to it's just not a good look.
Look, all I'm saying is that Paul Bear Bryant used to beat the shit out of his players, and guess what? They didn't fumble at the one. So, just saying. Maybe they didn't bring that shit
different
back.
now. Times are different now, Fish.
Dude, Gannon had
Honestly,
to know right when he hit him, right? Like, that had to hit his mind. Like, oh, I just hit this guy. Oh, there's 27 cameras on the field right now.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
That man was blinded by pure
Red
rage
hot.
when he was walking
Ricardo
over there.
should pay his fine and then take him out to dinner.
For
That's his
fumbling at the
whole
one and
check.
costing them the game.
Well, don't fumble at the one. Don't be an idiot.
I'll agree with you there. Don't fumble at the fucking one. Didn't
think
Trevor
he
Lawrence
liked
do that?
Gannon. Well, Trevor's was strict, but
Yeah.
Gannon's an idiot, but I'm on
Yeah, but
his side
Fish-
with this one.
You do have two pieces up here.
Yeah, I mean, you already covered it, so who gives a shit. But Ravens struggle, right? Are we hitting the panic button? Are we hitting the panic button with this?
Yeah, if I'm a Ravens fan, I am. I'm
not a Ravens
still favored
fan,
to win
but
their
yeah, I would.
division. But yeah, Nutter's over there smashing that panic button.
I can tell you one thing: I'm not betting on any Ravens anymore. That's my panic button. No more Ravens are being bet on.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean that's some say that's the reason why they have been underperforming is because you keep betting on them.
No, not at all. I should have a pretty nice bet this week. So,
did you?
Yeah, I won 290.
Nice. Good for you. The addiction continues.
Yeah. And then the other last bit of news, this is Rashid Rice's last week for suspension. Haven't heard anything if he's gone to, his weekend duty at jail or anything, picked up a couple of shifts. But I know that as a fantasy manager of him, I've been waiting 6 weeks to finally put him back in the lineup. I know Miss Patty is chomping at the bit to get that man at least 20 targets next week. They have done really, really well without him. And it's only going to be scarier when you actually put someone that's going to be good at receiver in instead of Juju and all these other clowns. So just a little bit of news. So I like to bring that up as fantasy managers.
So which one of the Kansas City receivers loses playing time more? Do you think it's going to be Juju? Or are we going to see Thornton get turned down a little bit? Because that's been their go-to guy pretty much.
It'll be Juju.
Juju will be he'll be doing the dance off on the sidelines because Thornton, you're right, has stepped up in filler of that role, but he is also 25 too. So if anything, they did the whole fish in the barrel, right? We got all these guys, get 1,000 guys in there.
See what sticks.
All it takes is one. Thornton has developed rapport with Miss Patty, especially down the field, extending that play because now corners and safeties, I mean, they got to watch the speedster and Worthy, but now they have to worry about Thornton too. And then they got, Rashid Rice. I was at Sidney Rice. That's a throwback. Rashid Rice over the middle. Those three will play going forward. I think Thornton will have his reigns there as the solid number 3 and probably rotate with the number 2 as well. And you may see Worthy kind of not take a step back, but kind of slide into that slot role too.
Until Travis hurts him again.
Yeah, until Travis, hurts him. Yeah. So, but that's another offense that it's going to be very, very scary, and they're playing very, very hot right now too.
Well, they'll go 4 wide too. I mean, you've got Worthy, you've got Thornton, you've got Hollywood Brown, and now you have Rice coming back. So that's a lot of speed out there. And then Kelsey and Rice will be there for the possessions. And
well, Kelsey will be there to cough it up, to give it to the other team, and then bitch and complain on the sideline. So who needs a run game? Am I right? Who needs a run game?
Scariest 2 and 3 team out there.
They actually are.
Crazy they're 2 and 3.
That's
crazy. Jags are 4 and 1.
It's culture change, man. We all made fun of Liam Cohen running down there, but now he's I mean, that team.
Yeah,
Look good.
Trevor Lawrence is not it though. He is not it.
No,
That's
he goes
a
to the
good
Waffle
point.
House. So
I wonder if they have a little bit of fire now because they saw Liam Cohen step up to Bob Saleh last week. Did you see that altercation after the 49ers and Jacksonville Jaguars game? Yeah, apparently Bob Saleh said, or Robert Saleh, I won't call him Bob. We're not on that basis.
Oh, you talking about the sign stealing thing? Actually, now it is popping back into my head.
He said he had legal sign stealing, and then after the game, Robert Saleh went for a handshake with Liam Cohen, and Liam Cohen was like, "No, get your name out of my mouth. I'll beat your ass," or something like that. And I'm like,
get your name out of my mouth. You mean get my name out of your mouth?
Yeah, that one. Sorry, I'm not really a shit talker.
I can tell. It's fine. No, yeah, I again think it's a culture thing down there. Who knows? They might shock the world and make the playoffs this year, or they're just gonna lose out the rest of the season.
It's them and the Colts.
Colts look good. Colts look really good.
Cinderella stories.
Yeah.
In one division, it sucks for both of them that it's happening at the same time.
The NFL's on crack this year, dude. A wild season.
It's a crazy season.
So,
but that's it for the news. Let's get into our fantasy zeros. So I'll go first. I just have 3 names here. 2 of them are repeats. Derrick Henry again. Not sure if the age bug is getting up to him or what, but it sucks he's not able to perform the way he wants, especially with where people started him, or where people drafted him rather, in the offseason. Jameson Williams, another disappointing performance again. You'd figure, you're playing the Bengals, he would have to be a guy that does something out there in that Swiss cheese of a defense that they have, but I guess
it was a Sam Laporta show. I told you this.
It was a Sam Laporta show. It was also a David Montgomery show. So congratulations to both of us, and also you, Fish, for our starts of the week. We all did great last week. But anyways, the last person I want to talk about, and this is the most disappointing for me, is Malik Washington. He showed so much promise when Tyreek was on the field that I thought with Tyreek being injured and off the field, he was going to take a huge step forward, and it just didn't happen for him this week. I think he had 4 receptions for 30 yards or something like that. I guess I could.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing.
Very disappointing, especially with, you'd think he'd have more target share and things like that, but it just didn't work out for him this week. Darren Waller seems to be resurrected from his rap career, so I don't know if that's going to continue if teams just aren't keying on him yet, but we remember how they used the tight end last year, Jonnu Smith. So
Jonnu popped off halfway through the year.
Maybe it's the Mike Daniels system. It's the system for tight ends.
They're going to be sad when he's gone.
Yeah, which may be sooner than we think.
I think so.
He looks upset. But anyways, Fish, go ahead.
I just got a few of the usual rundown. Rashad Bateman, it's just the whole Ravens offense, but 0 for 3 on receptions, didn't record nothing, but ended up with 1.5 points. He did get a solo tackle. Something to highlight there. It's not good if we're talking about a receiver, and the only highlight is a tackle. Again, quarterback play. The team's in shambles right now. Hit the panic button. But
quick question on the receiver tackles: didn't Jamar have 3 touchdowns and 3 tackles?
Yeah, 3 tackles.
Yeah, it was a wild game too. I was at that one, but Spencer Schrader, the Colts' phenomenal kicker. I know was a huge waiver wire pickup for a lot of people, especially that are playing kickers. So wishy-washy, you'll get some that'll pop off for 15 on average, and then they have a down week and they only get a couple points. I myself had picked him up. I needed a kicker to stream one of our other leagues. It was every waiver wire that process in the morning. Schrader was picked up. People spending good amount of fantasy acquisition dollars to pick him up. And on the second kick, he hurts his knee. He hurt his knee and has hit the IR. So unfortunately, solid with a 2 points for that week. But other than that, has performed elsewhere fantastically with the Colts. again, the Ravens offense and defense, there's a lot of things that we could go on about and talk for about another hour of what's going on. Everything on paper doesn't make sense. That's a whole what happened.
No, I'm just reading what you wrote there. On track to give up 600 points.
Yes. So
Oof.
read something the other day that their defense is on track to give up 600 points of just in general. I think that might actually set a record. And if you look at the last 4 or 5 weeks, it's been nothing less than like 30 points. It's
Yeah,
bad,
that's nuts.
especially with all the talent that they have on that defense. It's kind of absurd. A couple other notable some zeros here. James Cook, obviously we know everybody goes through their ups and downs. He has had an incredible up. He has been arguably the best running back in the league outside of Jonathan Taylor. Has been very, very consistent. Finished with 15 for 49 on the ground. Uh, I think he was 0 for 1 in the receiving game too. It's just not unlike him. But if you're looking at a guy who gives you 20 points a week, he's in your number one slot. I know the Bills had struggled against a shockingly decent Patriots team this past week. So don't think that James Cook will be on this list more and more and more. But it was just a down week, obviously, where we started him and such. Another guy kind of noticeable from last week who really popped off, who we all thought had kind of stepped out of his comfort zone and took the reins, Woody Marks. For a team that just beat the shit out of the Ravens 44-10, he only had 7 carries for 24 yards. I know that Nick Chubb had, 12 carries, I think, for 60 something yards, and
11
he
for
scored.
61. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just I don't know. I'm glad that they got uh, the quarterback involved and kind of got him back on track. It seemed like, which is great, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But it just seems like you're up by 40, like stop throwing it, run the rock kind of thing. But unfortunately, Woody Marks was not a play last week. I know a lot of people jumped on him and started him, thinking that he was going to get the reins. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. A rare name to kind of go off this one, though, Quentin Johnston. Four
Yep.
catches for only 40 yards and a fumble. That whole Chargers offense just didn't seem to click that week. But again, everybody has their down weeks. Don't really need to see his name much more on this list. Last year, keep in mind, his name was on these lists
A lot.
almost every week. So
Yeah, it's bad.
This is a great thing. So I like to keep this is my Quentin Johnson of last year. Geno Smith, I'm going to keep adding him as long as he's throwing interceptions. Which, by the way, he tallied up another 2, boys, another 2. I think he's in double digits for interceptions through 5 weeks. So he should be at 10.
God.
No touchdowns. You know what? For the 70 million that they're paying this guy, wow! Find someone else, anyone else. Do what the do what the Chiefs are doing. Just get a shit ton of fans out there, and it's a numbers game at this point. Somebody's bound to throw a decent ball. Not good. And then last but not least on my list,
He's got
and again,
9 interceptions total.
is it 9? Oh, we'll have to wait till next week. He'll be on the list. And
Yeah, he'll be on the list next week for sure.
Last but not least on my list, and again, there's thousands of players we could talk about that ups and downs. Jerry Jeudy, the whole offense, and I know with the rookie quarterback, we kind of discussed this last week, there's going to be a lot of tight end play. So, boys, congratulations on calling that one. A lot of tight end play, a lot of running game, which is great. Slowly getting Gabriel acclimated to the offense, give him a little more confidence to extend the field. But this young receiving core, you guys got Jeudy. I mean, it's a little disappointing when 2 for 5 for only 15 yards. Nut. This is supposedly your third team. What happened here? Explain the offense. What's going on here?
First of all, it's my first and only team. Second of all,
Right.
Oh yeah, okay.
he's just dropping balls, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like, ever
Is that a
since
lot
the
of drop
first
passes?
week, yeah. Ever since the first week,
Yep.
he tipped up a ball. Joe threw to him. It was a little low to the side, and he tipped it. It got picked, which sucked. But I mean, you got to forget about that and move on. But there's been weeks where he's just not catching footballs when he's supposed to, when it's like clear in front of him, right in his hands, not catching them.
Yeah. I think
So,
those
He's got
3
the
misses
yips.
were all drops. Like well-placed balls, should have caught him and just didn't. Because Gabriel did. I mean, that offense is moving in the right direction. They finally got over 300 yards total offense.
Yeah,
which is
finally.
just
It's huge. It's huge.
massive. Gabriel looks like he's catching it. I thought they were going to win. I really did. Came close at the end there too. I don't know if you if either you guys, I know you probably caught the game, Nutter, but I don't know if you did, Fish. At the end,
I watched it. Yeah, it was.
yeah,
coaching
KOC
blunder
called
for
the timeout.
Yeah.
After, and then, but they didn't get called till after the play had ran, and Vikings picked it off, so he's trying to call it back and didn't let him. And I mean, he missed being out of bounds by half a yard to give them 2 seconds to take another shot. It was they looked good. Defense actually didn't look as good as you'd think.
They schemed Miles very well in that game.
Yeah.
So he was basically a non-factor. He had a tight end on him, and then the running back chipping him on most of the running plays.
Yeah.
So,
but
or passing plays.
Yeah, hopefully he can turn it around, because then that offense will be honestly just chugging along there. But I'll jump right into mine. Start off with another wide receiver. Thanks to Gino, he's on this list. Jacoby Myers, because Gino is just ass. He's double ass. I think he's the new double ass Gino.
It's crazy. It's crazy that he wanted a trade because he thought he was a number one this year.
Have you seen the video of him at like a high school football game where he's on the sideline? Somebody's jawing him or something, and he's yelling back at the crowd. That's why they pay me the big bucks. Every time you add him to this list, it's just in the back of my mind, like, oh, that's why they pay you the big bucks.
Yeah,
he went the ball over.
He went 4 for 6 this week with a whopping 32 yards. No Brock. God damn it! Hello.
Yep, you're here.
Okay, sorry, I froze for a second. No Brock Bowers either. So he should be in that number one role. The two passes that he didn't catch were at his knees, thanks to Gino. I don't know what's going on there. He's one of my only receivers in my one league, so we're praying. And then my other one, this is just, again, more of a coaching decision than anything, but Travion Henderson. I don't understand why the Pats don't use him. Ramondre has fumbled for 3 straight games. Like, yeah, he scored 2 touchdowns, but they were at like the 2 both times. And we've seen what Quinshawn can do. Travion is same class, same school. So he probably can do close to the same thing.
Yeah.
If not, because Quinshawn's very up the gut, but he can bounce it outside. Like, Travion has great side-to-side movement. I don't know why they don't use him. It's really pissing me off.
No, I don't know why either. And Vrabel even said in a press conference about Antonio Gibson's injury that, Ramondre is definitely still their guy, and Travion will get more playing time. And then he followed that up with, I'd love to see what Travion can do on kickoff returns.
Oh,
and then that was it. You drafted him in the second round.
Yeah, I was like, they drafted him high.
Like a couple picks after Quinshawn.
Well,
I don't get it.
That's the thing too, right? You draft him super high. He's going to be your lead guy going forward eventually, right? Sure, don't rush him back. You're paying Ramondre the money, whatever it may be. Okay, cool, I get it. Don't put him at kick. We've seen teams do this, right? Where you get your star athletes, your future assets, and you put a receiver back there, a running back, and then he fucks up his ankle. Stop doing. Don't do dumb shit, right? You get him on kick return. It's another opportunity for someone to come full force and knock the shit out of him. Let's just stop. Let him play the offense. If he's going to get hit, make sure he's at the running back position where he's doing his job, not returning a kickoff. Don't you have other lemons that can do that on the practice squad or something, and they just get you 10, 15 yards? That's all you're asking. If they go out concussed or dead, that's okay. His name is not Stevenson, or Henderson. It's just like, I don't know. I'm not a coach. I wish I was, but
well, you would think he'd learn his lesson, because Antonio Gibson, a guy he gave playing time in the backfield, tore his ACL returning a kickoff.
Yeah, so let's get another one.
Let's put another electrifying player back there.
Just go find a fast guy that can catch the ball that's in free agency and throw him back there. Pay him league minimum. Just say, hey, go fucking score every time you get the ball.
You're going to
find the next Devin Hester
at tight end. You're going to see Drake May line up at tight end. He's going to get smoked by D end. That's what's going to happen. Oh, I didn't mean to.
I want you to know he led the team in rushing yards this week with 24 on 6 carries.
Drake May or Trevion?
Travion.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Trevion.
Which, I mean, he's averaging 4 yards a carry. That's not bad at all.
No.
It's just use him more, please. Like, I put him in thinking, oh, this is going to be the week. They're, finally going to, bench that idiot that eats popcorn before the games and fumbles the ball every game. I don't know, man. It's frustrating.
Yeah, I was watching this game with Bosom. We were in the Discord, and he's a huge Patriots fan. Those who don't know Bosom out there. And he's like, I don't have Twitter anymore. Tell me what Pat's Twitter's saying. So I got on Twitter, and the first trending topic was Henderson, and then the second one was Stevenson, and then some guy said, Trevion or Ramondre better watch out. He gets 9 more fumbles. He might lose some playing time. I don't know why his leash is so long, if he's got pictures on Robert Kraft at the massage parlors or what, but man, he's just able to fumble the ball, give the ball away, and keep playing.
It's really bad, dude. It's awful.
But let's focus on
some
guys who played
things.
well. Yeah. And Fish, I'm going to let you go first.
Okay. I'll make mine quick. It's always nice to see you get a guy and you stash him on your team, right? You know he's gonna be a backup. He finally gets his start. Last year plays halfway decent. The offense that he was on was dreadful, complete opposite of what it is today. Rico Dowdle, this guy, he got past his rookie contract. He finally got the reins. He did well as a backup for Dallas. He got the starting reins. Did well rushing, averaged some good yardage, great receiving back. Dallas is like, yeah, nah, we're good. They got Javonte Williams, and obviously are doing pretty well still. But Rico then goes to Carolina, and you're like, great. Another guy that goes to 19 running backs back there. Because remember, they're still sitting on Jonathan Brooks, who tore his knee for the 30th time, right? That guy's been injured since he was 7. Just like hang it up, dog. Hang it up. Chuba Hubbard took the reins last year, did incredibly well. Has been off to a slow start this year. Rico Dowdle stepped in as the lead back. First time this year he stepped in, and he took every chance he got. There's a couple numbers here that are very, very surprising that kind of really, if you look at it, kind of blows your mind. So his projected score, much like anyone that's going to take over a starting role that has any type of chances to be a receiving back, it's about 12 and a half points fantasy-wise if we're doing PPR, or a half-point PPR, right? It's about average. He finished with 32.4 points. Here's the rushing stats, though. 23 carries, which is nice and sizable nowadays, especially for running backs. Again, he's got no competition. So 23 carries for 206 yards. That averages per carry essentially 9 yards a carry. Here's the crazier stat. It was only on 67% snap share, which is mind-boggling to me. Then, of course, as we talked about, he's very, very good through the air. So he had a 3 or 4 for 28 yards and a touchdown as well. This is that feel-good moment of a guy that finally gets the lead role last year. He performs, and the team dumps him. He goes to an awful team. This offense doesn't know what they're doing. They get a nice running back, or they get a nice receiver. They're trying to give their quarterback, anything, any type of confidence. You're like, this team, it's just not it. They're lucky to put up 14 points a week. He gets the lead role and has succeeded in it. Chuba Hubbard's going to be out for at least another week or two, I think. This is a good thing. Granted, it was Miami's defense. They're not the greatest.
Very bad against
but
run.
They do go against Dallas next week. I like the confidence that he has going into it. I think this was a statement lead back role that he made. That's my fantasy hero. I took a gamble on him in a few leagues, and it had paid off. So Rico Dowdle, shout out to you.
Rico Dowdle revenge game next week.
Yep.
It could be big revenge.
Could be big revenge. So, Toski, why don't you go ahead? You've been harping on this guy since Thursday.
Dude, I was so, I was very hurt last Monday when Tyreek had that horrible injury. He's wide receiver 1 for me and super active. I'm panicking. No one's available. Who am I going to pick up? I'm scrolling through the waiver wire and I see there's a San Francisco 49er wide receiver available. I know they're hurt. Unfortunately, Juwan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, Ayuk's still not there. George Kittle's out. So I decide to say, fuck it. I'm playing fish. I'm probably going to lose and pick up Kendrick Bourne. And man, it paid dividends. So he was projected to get 9.93 points. Ended up with a nice solid 24.2. On 81% of the snaps, he went 10 for 11, which he was tied with the tight end Jake Tongs for most targets for 142 yards. I mean, San Francisco, this is a team that we counted out. I think everybody, they're like, oh, it's happening again. Everyone's hurt. They're going to fall apart. They're 4-1. They are trying. Mac Jones is playing out of his mind. He is possessed by Tom Brady, is what people are saying. They're finding all these backups. Their depth is insane. And I think that until Ricky and Juwan Jennings come back, Kendrick Bourne's gonna be there getting the targets. I mean, he looked great. He was running routes well. He's getting open. Mac Jones was looking for him, and I think they need to just keep Brock sitting until he's ready to go and let Mac Jones just continue to ride this high that he's on. Dude,
Shanahan has to be coach of the year.
Oh, 100%.
Like, I think this is the earliest it's ever been locked up before. Maybe the Colts coach or Liam Cohen could come in and swoop it away.
Yeah,
but
actually, there's a couple there. But just very, very happy, very impressed with that performance. I watched that game. Pro tip, if you watch the games on Prime, watch it in the Pro Stats Vision or whatever it's called, because it gives you the behind the quarterback camera, so you can actually watch the play develop. I like it way better than the broadcast view. And it shows you like the routes that they run, so you can learn football more for those of you who watch the show but don't know a ton about football.
Good shout.
My turn.
But yep, go ahead, because I'm sad I had this guy on my bench. Thought about starting him.
I'm going to do my best impression here.
Oh, God.
Finally, CJ has come back to Houston. If you understand that reference, let me know in the comments. I know these guys don't. Anyways, CJ Stroud, my fantasy hero, could be. Can you tell me who it is?
Definitely a wrestling thing.
Can you smell? Anyways, CJ Stroud, 80% snap percentage, had 27 pass attempts. Not a crazy amount.
I'll allow that one.
23 completions, 244 yards, 4 touchdowns, and even ran the ball for 30 yards. CJ Stroud, not a running quarterback. Stroud finally looks like how he did in his rookie season. That magic he had down there. He had that sophomore slump last year. We know about that. It kind of extended a little bit into this year. A lot of that is because he didn't have rapport with the receivers he was throwing to. He's got that rapport with Nico Collins. It looks like he's starting to build it with Xavier Hutchinson and Jaden Higgins, the 2 kids from Iowa State. This week coming up, the Texans are on bye, but in week 7, we do have the Texans Seahawks, which after what the Seahawks just did, that could be a shootout up in Seattle. So I'm excited to see what CJ does for the rest of the year. Football's just better when he's playing well, and it was very enjoyable to see him play so well.
God, you're such a Buckeye fan.
I am, dude. Call me a homer all you want, but honestly, seeing more good quarterback play in the league makes me happy.
I like this.
Regardless of what college they went to.
Yeah, I was upset that I sat him on my bench. I just thought, I don't know what I was thinking. They were playing the Ravens. I'm like, I don't know, maybe the Ravens will pull something out of their hat, and it was a bad decision to keep him on my bench because I traded Lamar for CJ 2 years ago. And I regretted it last year, and I regretted it at the beginning of this year. But I think you're right. I think he's finally starting to click. He looked really, really good. Now, again, Ravens defense is awful, but that's a get right game. That's what you need. Go ahead, Fish.
Just recap it for everyone. You traded Lamar for CJ straight up?
Yeah. It was when Lamar was having that awful slump, and he was getting like 6 points a game. It was bad. It was really bad. That's fine. Hey, that year I made it. I think I made it all the way to the semis with that team, and then lost to Tony, who I traded him to.
What leagues are we? It's one
The
of
boys.
those. Okay, got it. Do I need remind me? Do I need anybody else in that league, or are we good?
Yeah, I'm not trading with you. It's fine.
Is that the one in the league
I like
you have
this team.
27 running backs in? Because I think you're good.
It's the one he's averaging 200 points a week right now.
Okay.
Dude. His team is just playing out of their mind.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you don't need anybody in that league, Fish.
I steamrolled Nova. Steamrolled Nova.
He also started a Chubb Hubbard, so
I beat Noah as well.
You'll get me there. But no,
everybody's got a taco. Everybody's got a taco in the league.
The way that he was playing, I liked it. I liked the trade, and sophomore slumps happen, and I think he snapped out of it. Well, Lamar can only do so much. He's been hurt. Ravens don't look good, so this year I'm not regretting it. I'm regretting sitting in this week, but it is what it is, man.
Who do you think will end up with more points, him or Lamar?
CJ.
You want to make a bet?
I'll put a coffee on it.
Like over what? Like their lifetime?
No, at the end of the season, fantasy.
The end of the season.
Who will have more points?
Ooh, that's interesting.
Lamar or CJ? Honestly, this is a banger.
It depends on how long Lamar's out.
Hey. It's either Lamar or CJ. It's the only two things I want to hear out of your guys' mouths. Which one?
Will.
No. Which one?
I'm gonna go with CJ, but no, I'm saying I'm taking your bet. But I will also add the condition if you're okay with it, if either one of them has like a season-ending injury, it's a push.
Yeah, no, it's a push. Yeah, you give me a coffee, and I'll get you a coffee.
Yeah, it's a push. Or we just go get coffee or pho. How we go get pho if it's a push.
Pho's expensive now. Pho's kind of expensive.
Coffee's expensive too, dude.
Oh, I'm talking like a Wawa coffee. I want a 24-ounce coffee for like $1.30.
Yeah.
And a pretzel. I want a pretzel.
And a pretzel. Which kind of pretzel?
Honestly, both. I want both.
You want the
the
non-stuffed and a stuffed?
Yeah, 1,000%. Double stuff it, dude. Oh, it's like you get 12,000 items for $8, and you're like, holy shit!
Every time
full of stuff, and then you're like, oh,
every time we go to Wawa,
$80, and you're like, yeah, it'll be $12. Did you get everything? I just want to. Did you like here? Can you scan this? I already got it. I got a 12-inch sub. What are you talking about? Yeah, I already got it. Okay.
We stopped and they were out of the pretzels, the non-stuffed ones, and I was upset because I normally buy 4 of them. They're 2 for 3. They're 2 for 2 or something. They're cheap, like you said.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah.
We go in there and spend $30, and I'll have 2 meals because the subs are massive, and they load the shit out of them. And then Liz will get 8 pretzels. I'll get 4, and my $1 drink.
That's why the pretzels are gone. Those old Toskies have been through.
Yeah. Well, it was funny that you say that because I almost crashed out in the Wawa the other day because I walked in there late. And I was for something. I was after a doctor's appointment. I was over the neighborhood or whatever. Walked in and I see the 2 stands that are there wiped out of pretzels. I said, where? I said, help! Where are the pretzels?
It's the worst, man.
She had some of the register. She's like, over here, dear. I was like, oh.
I remember when they opened, they're like, yeah, if you don't get here when we put them out, you're not getting them. Because they would sell out so fast.
The best. I'm actually, sidebar again, I hate the sidebar, but I think I may call him to see if they cater to the wedding.
There you go.
I'm in.
Do a pretzel table and a coffee bar?
Can you do a hoagie station too?
Well, it's not going too far. It'd only be $200 to get everything there, so I don't.
I know. I'll chip in. That'll be my gift. Is I'll buy the hoagie station.
Oh, that's not. Come on, not a gift now. Not a gift. Or $800 minimum.
That'll be
gift.
Your gift. Andy will get a different gift.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, she'll like that a lot. Not who you taking, CJ or Lamar?
Lamar.
Sidebars on sidebars, baby.
Lead Lamar a little bit. And should we go to our next segment, our starts of the week, presented by Wawa?
That's his favorite team. Please sponsor us, please.
You guys just got a free 3-minute ad right there. Jeez.
God. you
I'm
gone
sorry,
yet?
it's very passionate.
Huh?
Have you gone yet? Have you gotten a hoagie from Wawa yet?
Yes. Delicious.
When?
It's yeah.
I mean,
And you didn't go with us?
it's been brought to me.
It's not the same. You got to go in there for the
No, yeah,
excitement.
you got to go see it, smell it. You just get hit with all the smells, but it's one thing at a time. And you're like, I didn't know a gas station could smell this good.
Are you guys coming over Sunday for the game? For the games?
Oh, maybe I got to see what the schedule's like.
I look at the schedule. I don't know.
Because we can go Sunday.
You got to go to one in Jersey though, or Philly,
Can't go to that
because
one.
because
a
when
little
they when they get too many customers, and the people behind the registers don't want to deal with them, they'll yell, "Anybody get a coffee? Good, get the fuck out." It's on the house, and then 6,000 people leave, and there's like 4 people like, "Oh, I just wanted a biscuit." It's the best shit in the world. It happens so often. It's
Okay.
incredible.
We want to take Arthur to the Sesame Place in Philly, and then go see the city for like a little trip next year.
Oh, I'd be down. I'd go.
So
I like Philly.
all right.
We'll
We'll pencil you in. That's fine. But definitely that was honestly on my list, was to stop at like a Philly Wawa, because I know the atmosphere's got to be different.
It's something else. It's a good time though. Good time. Sorry, but clearly not wants to talk about the starts of the week. He's just done with us. So whatever. Go ahead, Nut. Take it over for starts of the week. Who's your guy?
My start of the week this week is going to be Tet McMillan. So
Shit. Bryce Young is shit.
Tet McMillan, they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys this week. Which, Fish, you got that switched around again down there. For those who drafted Tet McMillan in dynasty leagues, he's been a bit of a disappointment this year. The good news is the snap percentage is there, the targets are there, and the receptions are going to follow. He's averaging about 9 targets per game. And this week, the Dallas Cowboys are dead last in passing yards allowed. So I do think he's going to have a pretty great game this week. His baseline is also incredibly safe. He's scoring over 10 points in 4 out of 5 weeks and has yet to see pay dirt. So he has not scored a touchdown yet in his young career. But I think this week could be the week that changes. This week could be his big breakout game if Bryce Young figures out how to get him the football successfully. And we could see him score over 20 points this week. That's why he's my start of the week.
Good news about that is because I think CeeDee Lamb is projected to come back this week, so they'll have the full squad. Dallas will have the full squad back it up the reins again. Good news is if you're starting Tet, Panthers will probably be down by 30 by the first quarter. So I mean they're gonna have to throw it. So
yep,
it's gonna be a shootout.
No, I'm just kidding.
I think it's a good safe bet there. Not good call.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm just giving you crap. No, that's a good pick. I like it. Fish is absolutely right. Yeah, at the beginning I said shit. Bryce Young is shit.
Oh no, he is absolutely bad. But
yeah,
he can get that guy.
It's not
the ball.
It's yeah. Hopefully, for your sake, you need to stay on this roll you're on. Otherwise, you're just gonna start having duds over and over again. I have to listen to you complain about it.
With him 2 for 5. So
I think I'm like 4. I think I'm 4 for 5 over here. I think Fish is right behind me or right with me. So just listen to Fish and I, and you'll be.
I'm gonna give you a 3.5 for that Jordan Mason take. That's a half point.
I mean that is
okay. You took a layup too, though, like an absolute Nutter down.
Oh,
Brees.
Yeah, no,
Brees. Yeah,
I'll say 1.5. That's fine. I just don't want to give you that full point for yours.
That's whatever. It's fine. Still better than you.
Hey, dragging them down. Hey, do you mind if I go next?
Yeah, go ahead. Please. Tell me about your guy.
This is kind of in tandem with Nutter's guy. Here's a guy that I like to talk about, and I think I talked about it earlier, right? I'm gonna go with Rico Dowdle. Nutter, correct me if I'm wrong. Is Dallas at Carolina, correct? Is that what I'm reading?
Yes.
Okay, I think it's like the 4th week in a row that I just can't get it for some reason. I can't figure it out.
It's the opposite of soccer. The home team's on the right.
Okay, I'll put them up and down, top and bottom.
Football.
I'm picking Rico Dowdle simply because of what he did this past week. I think he's going to ride that high going into Dallas. They have a good defense when they're on. but when they're off, the run game is not the greatest. The counterpoint to that, though, is assuming that Carolina can even keep up with Dallas scoring constantly, assuming that they'll have to throw the ball a lot more. Well, good news there, right? So we're going to go ahead and get Rico his early onset run game early on, and then when they're down by 17, well, they're going to look for a safety valve, right? They're going to look for the tight end. They're going to look for Tet. They're also going to look for Rico Dattle. Um, I could easily see Rico Dattle. And Rico Dattle did this a few times last year with Dak and all their backups that they had, but I think it was Cooper Rush too. Um, they kept doing check down passes. There's multiple games last year we had at least 8 receptions, if not 12 targets. I anticipate something similar to this where Bryce will look down the field. He might not have enough time. Rico's going to be right down there, 3 feet away from him. Those targets, especially in PPR leagues, those matter. That breaks, hey, he's only got 50 rushing yards, maybe. Okay, that's 5 points. He also caught the ball 6 times. That's another 6 points. For 50 yards, that's another five. Stuff like that. It all tends to add up. So don't think that Rico, and God, I hope he busts open for another 200-yard game. I don't think he'll eclipse 60, 70 yards, but I think that the enough receptions and the targets there in the pass game will help leverage and average that fantasy that play that week. So there's been a bunch of injuries we've seen lately. Omarion, he's got to go, he's in the IR, so he gets to sing a little bit more, he gets to refresh his vocal cords. Some say he did it on purpose. Some say it was an actual injury, whatever. But we see a lot more running backs get injured. If you're in dynasty leagues, those are the first guys that go. The unless you're in a 10-man league where you can only roster 3 bench spots, all those running backs are gone. So if you're like me, who has kind of slept on Rico, held on to him for a while, coddled him, told him bedtime stories, text him, hey, just thinking of you. This is a good opportunity to kind of take that confidence and instill it and go ahead and put him in the lineup. You don't need to put him in an RB1 or RB2, but throw him in that flex spot if you're feeling a little uncertain, if you have a Godwin up there who hasn't really produced the last couple of weeks. He is coming back from injury, but this might be a little bit more of a safer bet. But again, not for the rushing game. If you get that rushing game, great, it's a bonus. But more the receiving, the receiving and the target game there. Because assuming that Dallas is going to beat the ever loving shit out of Carolina, they're going to have to look for him. And when Dallas pushes everybody back, Tet's 6'5", but you got to have somebody that's 8'9" back there. When they have 19 people on it, it doesn't matter. But guess who's always going to be there? Who's going to have a linebacker shadow him and a spy? Rico Dattle. He's got enough side to side movement to kind of shimmy off that first guy. Even if it's 5-6 yards, that's 1 reception, 5-6 yards. That's 1.6 points. Easy. They can keep doing that shit all day, especially in garbage time formats where they're just doing little chunk passes to get further down the field to burn out the clock. Rico will be the guy down there, right down the middle, over the top, easy stuff. So Rico Dattle, I think, is my safe bet, my start of the week in a lot of my leagues.
High floor, high usage. I like it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. Receptions add up a ton. I mean, look at Kendrick, didn't score. Yeah, he had 142 yards, but 10 receptions. That's all the points you need right there.
That's so many receptions.
Yep.
A lot.
Yeah. Well, talked about my guy a little bit earlier too. He also had a bunch of targets and receptions last week. Jake Tongs for San Francisco. Playing at Tampa Bay. We've seen Tampa Bay's how their games have been scored lately. They've been giving up a bunch of points. 49ers are finding a way to win. He and Kendrick were tied last week with 11 targets each. Kittle's still on the IR. He's a long shot to play. I mean, if he's playing well, rest your superstar. Don't rush him back and him hurt again. He's again, talk about tight ends. They're also another one of those quick outs. They're running curls, they're running ins, they're running outs just to get 4 yards, move the ball downfield a little bit. But again, that reception adds up. You run 10 of those a game and he catches all 10 of them. That's 10 points right there.
All 10?
He might.
Jake on.
You never know. Jake Ferguson catches every ball that comes his way.
That was the literal person I was going to bring up. They're going to utilize Jake Dimes like they do
Dongs.
with Jake Ferguson. It's
They
it's
do. I mean,
all
they do that with Kittle, so the offense is already kind of designed around that.
Yeah.
it's all a little and again, this is just sheer volume, right? He's not going to pop.
Yep.
Look, if he pops off for 75 yards, 100 yards and a touchdown, awesome. That's just extra bonus. But
Yep.
you're more it's the same thing like Ferguson, right? He's not going to stretch the field. He's not going to burn that guy down for 50 yards, whatever it may be. But he's going to be those little dump passes right over the middle where he gets 5 to 8 yards, maybe a first down. But he does that 7, 8 times in a game. That shit adds up.
Yep.
The next thing
Last
you know,
week.
he's like you said, he's got 9, 10 receptions for 60, 70 yards. Oh man, he didn't get a touchdown. Who gives a damn? He got 18 points just off of little dump passes.
Yep.
That's it's great.
He
Big
scored.
dogs.
He scored 17.1 points last week. He had 7 receptions on 11 targets for 41 yards, and he did score a touchdown. But still, that's not
Did he
41
get a
yards.
touchdown? No way.
He got 1 touchdown. Yeah. And the week before that against Jacksonville, he scored 15 points. Week 1 when he came in when Kittle got hurt, had 10, then 7. Rough week against Arizona, but yeah.
A quick question: how old is this guy?
He's 26.
So
Third year in the league.
Time.
He's 6'4", 240. So he's
Do
a big guy.
Big guy. I wish I was 6'4".
It's
It's
not that
240.
great, I promise you.
Honestly, I'd lose a couple to get to 240. But how? Just a quick question for you. I should have asked you this earlier, but what percentage is he owned? I guess managed in the leagues.
Ownership, he is rostered on 46% of 46%, and he's starting at 19%. So low.
So
He's tight end 8, by the way,
I'm sure that number
Ju-
has climbed since last week.
absolutely.
but
But
it's plus
just-
1. It's gone up 1%.
For climbing.
Yeah,
from
climbing.
last week.
Steady. Jake,
I don't. That's just what Sleeper says, but
This is just for people that are in Dynasty, anybody in Dynasty over here. This might be a guy to pick up and stash, right? Kittle is getting older. He's on the verge of ending his career. They're going to have to utilize someone eventually who may take the reins. You may get a couple years if let's say Kittle retires next year or a couple years from now.
Mhm.
Jake Tangs might be the guy to kind of step in that role just to buy you a couple years until they get another tight end. So it might be worth the stash.
Kittle's 31. He's only
Yep.
10 pounds lighter than Kittle is too.
He's 31.
God
Kittle's
damn,
6'4",
we're
250.
older than Kittle.
Yeah.
What are we doing with our
We're
lives?
older
I'm the
than
same age.
everyone but Aaron Rodgers and Joe
Gino?
Flacco. And maybe Gino. On a
Gino.
good day.
Matt Stafford probably.
I can throw less interceptions than Gino. I got a bad shoulder. Little dump passes to Rico.
Yeah.
Jake
No, I like-
Ferguson.
That is a great shout there, Fish. Yeah, if he's available, pick him up. Play him till Kittle comes back. If you run 2 tight end flex, San Francisco uses their tight ends a lot because they have Kittle, so their offense is already schemed. He's, like I said, he's 10 pounds lighter than Kittle. He's the same size, so
And Mac Jones.
they're going to use him.
Mac Jones came into the league with the Patriots, who was a very tight end heavy offense. So he's
tight end.
going to go back to that safety valve of the tight end. So I think that's a great pick
Yep.
for this week.
That is a solid pick, boys. Solid picks.
Speaking of picks,
I don't want to talk about it, man.
let's get into our pick.
Doing rough.
Yeah, it was a rough one this past
It
week.
was a rough
Said-
week. We all tied.
Goddamn Stream Deck's not. Okay, here we go.
We went 5-9. 5-9, boys. Everybody.
It was rough.
Now for the
That was a
pool,
rough
though.
one.
So no change. Fish still in first. 25 points total. I'm in second with 24. Nutter bringing up the rear with 22.
Love it. Gotta love it.
So I get the gold medal this week, though, because I had the tiebreaker. So I said it was 49 points in the Monday night game. So
Mine
Yay,
was,
I get
like
the-
45 or something like that.
I can actually tell you.
So why don't you actually
Yeah.
tell us?
Yours was 45. Fish was 35. Fish, you went low on that.
Man, betting the under.
I don't know what I'm doing. I said, yeah, 35 sounds good. Let's go for it.
So we all had one outlier that we picked. Fish, you picked the Bucks. Nutter, you picked the Saints, and I picked the Jags. So
Well, I have a feeling for this week's Thursday night game, we're all going to pick the same team. Am I correct?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully,
Give me Philly.
Pua is. Oh God, that offense is bad.
Scott
Listen.
and Bo is going to just run into a wall of men.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Philly
Jackson,
surprisingly
he's
only
gonna
6.5 point favorites going into New York. So
We're still trying to find ourselves,
still blossoming.
both spiritually and sexually. So we're still trying to find ourselves.
Hey, you know,
Is what
if
you
you're
can't
trying to
find
find
shit.
yourself, but you're 4-1, I'm not. I think you broke him.
Just didn't expect that.
I don't know why you didn't. It's Fish. Not surprising at all. But hey,
I didn't expect it.
oh god,
Oh my god.
I can't even. But if you're
Wait,
trying to
what-
find yourself and you're 4-1, you're in a good spot.
Which part are you throwing? The spiritually part?
Sexually part.
Okay,
actually
we're
both,
trying
I
to find
guess.
anything that works. We're just a blossoming flower at this point. We just need help.
I was expecting an Eagles rant this week. I'm surprised. It might be if they lose to the Giants, we'll get one next week. So
we will
stay
definitely
tuned.
get one if
Stay
they
tuned.
lose
No,
to the
I'm
Giants.
calm, cool, and collective because what's his face? That OC is going to be. You're going to find him in a dumpster. That's what's going to happen. He's going to be out, just like Brian Johnson. I don't. You know. Hey, we're good. We're good.
Who's Brian
Yeah.
Johnson?
The Yankees got smoked.
Oh,
Yeah,
Eagles
Phillies losing to
lost.
the Dodgers. I think the Flyers. I don't know. They missed their
The hockey just started, so there's no.
No, they
that
already
frustration's
gave
not
us
there yet.
They gave us a loss already, so it doesn't matter. Whatever. I don't even care. Embiid's bitching about something. He's out for the whole year. I don't know. That guy's
Tigers lost, by the way. No, not happy.
NBA hasn't even started yet.
He's got an injury.
Oh, did LeBron retire, by the way?
No, it was the Hennessy ad.
Ugh.
That's why I didn't mention it because it was stupid.
I was gonna say, there's no way he does it again at 49. It's like you don't need the guy to just say, "I'm playing basketball again." Okay, cool.
Well, I saw FanDuel, like the legit FanDuel account, tweeted out LeBron's retired, and I didn't see it anywhere else.
You got scammed.
Nope, you got scammed, buddy.
FanDuel scams me.
On to the next one.
Next
Back
game,
in
we
England.
have the England game. We're going back to Tottenham. We have Denver going into New York.
Denver,
Denver
give me the
massive
Broncos.
7.5 point favorites here. I'm also going Denver.
I take Denver too, please.
So we're all going to have the same score this week, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it really worked out for us last week.
The Sunday 1 o'clock game starting out with Arizona and Indianapolis. Indianapolis 6.5 point favorites. Give me the Colts.
I don't know. Gainer might beat the shit out of one of his other players, so I might. I don't know. I might take the Cardinals.
No, give me the Colts, man.
You tell me
Yeah,
if
I
you're
think
going Cardinals.
I'll go Colts.
The Colts.
Yeah, I
still
believe in Danny
really
Dimes.
good.
Always have.
Yeah.
Always have. Jank Tongs.
Times.
We got the Chargers going into Miami next. Chargers 4.5 point favorites on the road. Give me the Chargers.
Yep.
Yeah,
Give me the Chargers. They're gonna get out of their slump.
They're trying to find their run game, but they'll have to pass more, and that's where they're better utilized. So
Next, we have New England going to New Orleans, the New Bowl here. I don't know. I tried to make something work.
I like that. It's creative.
You tried.
Patriots
You
going.
tried.
They're 3.5 point favorites. The Patriots are. You're
Are you taking the Saints?
I'm not taking the Saints.
Give
in
me
this
the
game.
Pats.
I'll take the Pats as well. Patrick's bosom likes them.
Shout out Drake May. He was the last guy in my 12-leg parlay that I followed to get me that $290. So thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Next, we got Pittsburgh hosting the Cleveland Browns. 5.5 point favorites of Pittsburgh. We can move on after this one. Soltaski.
Yeah. I mean, they're still working on the offense. They're having Gabriel run boot right when he's a left-handed quarterback, so he's got to turn like this to throw the ball. So
yeah, and also if Gabriel doesn't see one of his two reads within the first 2 seconds, it's just going out of bounds, which is what I noticed against the Vikings.
At least he's not pulling a Flacco and throwing it to the other team.
That's true, but it's not fun to watch. Anyways, We have Dallas going into Carolina. Dallas going into Carolina here. Dallas is 3.5-point favorites. I do think Dallas is going to win this game.
It's crazy that Carolina coming to Dallas. Like, I don't. It's just, did Dallas get another home game? That's wild to me.
Jerry Jones wants to get fined again. Too old to travel, so he can only go to the home games. Yeah, give me Dallas. Their offense still looks really good. And you said CD's supposed to be back this week, so
yep,
it's just another weapon for them.
They'll run them out of the backfield, though.
Jake Ferguson's going to get up another 30 points because he's going to catch the ball 80 times.
And then we got Seattle going into Jacksonville.
This is an interesting one.
Jacksonville 1.5-point favorites. This is projected to be a close game, 46.5 over under. I think I gotta lean Seattle here, but I don't totally know.
Say it with confidence.
See, I want to, but Seattle let me down last week.
Well, it's because you picked them. I'm gonna say it with confidence. I'm gonna go with Seattle.
But
I'm gonna say mine with confidence. Give me the Jaguars.
So Give
me Jacksonville at home.
Jaguars fan here.
Sam Darnold's got a new safety valve.
Sam Darnold does look good, but the Jaguars also look very good. That drive at the end of the game to go win it. I mean, something's going on down there, and I like it.
The next one here, we got the Rams going into Baltimore. Rams are 7.5-point favorites in Baltimore. Give me the Rams.
Give me Baltimore.
You're insane.
I'm kidding. No, give me the Rams, please. Matt Stafford's going to put up 800 yards. No. No,
yeah,
give me the Los Angeles Rams.
Oh man, Puka's gonna have 30 receptions alone.
Puka's gonna catch the ball so much.
He was almost no, he wasn't, because he would make sense for start of the week because you're gonna start him no matter who they're playing. Houston, Minnesota, they are on bye this week. That's why they're grayed out there. And then we have the 4 o'clock games.
Houston.
We have 3 4 o'clock games this week. We have Tennessee at Las Vegas. Las Vegas 4.5-point favorites. Man, what a stinker this game's going to be.
I want the
Thank
Raiders.
God it's a 4 o'clock game. Yeah, Raiders.
You guys are Raiders?
I feel confident in the Raiders.
Oakland.
I'm going Tennessee.
Wait. Hold on. They got Geno. Shit.
They got Geno. Brock Bowers is day-to-day. He may not play.
Give me the Raiders though. I'm not sold on Tennessee and what they're trying. They're really trying to figure themselves out.
They are.
Yep.
I think they might surprise some people this week again. Next, this one's easy for me. Got Bengals going into Green Bay. Green Bay's 14.5-point favorites.
Coming off of a bye week too.
Yeah, coming off a bye week.
Could you put me on Green Bay, then take me off and put me back on Green Bay, please? I like to do it twice.
Yeah, here we go.
Thanks, man.
Hey, put me on the Bengals, man. Green Bay's gonna lose.
All right, you're locking it in.
I'm kidding. No, I'm not. No.
Come on, I heard you heard a lot.
San Francisco
Unbelievable. God, as much as I would love for that to happen, Joe Flacco's not the guy. I don't even think he's going to start this week.
Yeah, I know Flacco's not starting.
San Fran going into Tampa. Tampa's 2.5-point favorites. This game intrigues me. This is probably the game I want to watch the most out of these 4 o'clock games. So give me Baker. I can't bet against Baker right now. You think Baker would look good in a Cleveland Browns uniform?
Hey, you guys had that. You squandered that opportunity.
Yeah. What do you guys?
Jersey got no room for names.
Huh?
I wonder if that's the trick. Like it runs out of names, and then that next guy is going to be the guy.
Nope, doubt it. They'll just get another jersey.
Nope. Cool. Where are you guys picking?
Give me the Bucks. I want the Bucks.
Yeah, I'll also take the Bucks. I thought about this one. San Fran does look good. I think it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a good game to watch. But Baker's doing well. Emeka Buka is also having
Gesundheit
and Mekabuka. He's having a great year.
What did Gronk call him?
He had full CT in that 2 second span. That man his eye went one way and the other one rolled back in his skull.
I think Gronk was born with CT, man.
I think he said like Mbuk Biga or something like that. I was like, what did you say?
Oh. Yeah, no, that
It
that
was bad.
offense is looking real good. So yeah,
Unreal.
This one is probably outside of like the Seahawks and the Lions one. This is probably the game that I'm definitely a little bit more leaned in than others. It's definitely it could go either way. It's a lot closer than what you think.
It is.
well,
It's pretty
this
close.
might be another overtime game here. I think
It could be.
is this one going into OT
Yeah, that's a
or
good
extra
call.
innings?
If you're a person
What?
that bets over-unders, I'm hammer the over. 47 and a half points.
Absolutely,
Hammer
the
over.
shit out of that.
Hammer it.
Well, everyone else listening, Nutter said hammer it. Everybody hammer under it. Market low.
I
3-0.
don't think he could be wrong on this one, man. This is going to be just an absolute shootout, probably.
You got, what is it, Sunday at 4? You'll get a text from me. Keep your phones on you.
Roger.
You'll say,
all right, Sunday
you
Night
hammered the
Football.
over. We got
Sunday
Detroit
night.
going into Kansas City. Can you guess what the line is in this game?
Kansas City is a 1.5 point favorite.
2.5.
2.5. That's close. But give me my Lions.
Fish?
Give me Kansas City.
I got to go with Zoltowski here. I just think the Lions are too overpowered. Sonic and Knuckles, man.
Sonic and Knuckles. Miss Patty and trash.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Scraps.
With a
Yeah,
box of scraps.
I just think the run game is going to be dominant here.
Yeah, it will be. It will be. And then we got a Monday night doubleheader. The first game starts at 7:15 Eastern time. Buffalo going into Atlanta. Buffalo 3.5 point favorites. Give me Buffalo. They're embarrassed after the loss against the Patriots this week. They're going to get a get-right game in, and it's going to be the Josh Allen show.
Yeah,
I see you guys nodding your heads for that.
Yep. They're not going to be in the cool white uniforms, though.
Did you guys watch and listen to that game?
No.
That was hysterical. Every play somebody made, they're like, I think that was this guy, because it was so hard to see their numbers. And I think Collinsworth actually got frustrated around the third quarter. He goes, I can't see who that was.
Yeah, because then he can't, call it wrong. Or
yeah, but
he's the wrong player.
He could still talk about Patty Mahomes the entire time.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Of course
Every
he
time
did.
he brought up Josh Allen, he brought up Patrick Mahomes.
How many shin pads was he wearing?
Get him out.
How many knee pads did he have?
He had one of those little gardening pads, a little
one on each knee.
thing that you kneel on.
He put a yoga mat down. It's just crazy.
Yikes.
Oh, I hate that guy.
Yeah, me too. But I think this next Monday night game is going to be the better of the two.
Yes.
Yeah, Chicago going into Washington. Surprisingly, a wider spread, 4.5 point favorites for Washington.
That's because Caleb doesn't perform well on the road.
That's actually a really good shout. And so by that,
Washington,
I will take the Bears.
Fish is going Bears.
Oh.
Zoltowski.
Washington.
I think this is one of the ones where Washington's defense just hasn't been as good as it was last year. Jaden Daniels, he's good, but he's not like you got Debo, and then you got Scary Terry on that big contract. He's not really performing at all. He's on and off injury. It's Caleb. He's looked good. He's looked good. And if Dunze, he didn't utilize Dunze last year, holy shit, he's making up for it.
Yeah.
I think Dunze is going to blaze through him. Honestly, that might have been that probably should have been a start of the week. But if you got a Dunze, I feel like you're starting him anyway.
Yeah.
I was sad when he was on bye week last week because I was like, damn it. Because he's been killing it.
I'm putting myself here because I'm leaning Washington.
No, you pick a side.
It is a side. It's majority Washington.
He always flip-flops. There's a loophole in this.
Fine. I'll put myself right by
I think we're going to have a good Debo game here. I think Chicago's going to get confused by how Washington's going to use Debo. That's going to just open more up. And Bill Krosky-Merritt's been doing it. There you have they're leading the league in rush yards per game. So, and the Bears' rush defense is meh at best. So,
yeah,
give me Washington. again.
Any hopes for DeAndre Swift in this game?
I say it every week. Yes.
Been playing decent.
He's been a lot better than last year, which is good. Less 4-point games. He's at least as low as 6.
It's good. It's good, and we all three of us know this, right? Anyone listening, you guys know football. You know this. It's a it doesn't matter who you have back there. It be Saquon, Derrick Henry, Jesus, Godzilla. It doesn't Juggernaut. It doesn't matter when the opposing team stacks the box with 12 people because they know you can't throw. Caleb has shown that he can throw and throw well to a Dunze.
Mm-hmm.
That opens the box up. A halfway decent running back can exploit that. So again, we're not expecting 200. We're not expecting a Rico Dowdle. Let me tell you, we're not expecting that, right? 40 yards? I don't know. That sounds pretty nice.
Heavily in the passing game, he is.
I mean, holy shit, we just need something going. But all it takes is one run. One big run, 30, 40 yards, and we're looking good. Get a little confidence. But I'll talk to you guys next week when I'm bummed out. So,
yeah. Are you guys got anything to say to the people before we go?
I don't think so. No. Enjoy it.
Hockey's back. Football's in full swing. Baseball's in the playoffs. Great time to be a sports fan.
LeBron's playing one more year.
Who fucking cares about the NBA?
Hey, you know what I didn't think? I was watching the Dodgers play the other day. I don't know where Magic Johnson and his boys got all that money, but they got plagued by injuries. They're the 49ers of baseball, right? Every guy that they signed is terminally ill at some point. It was out for months. They still have people out, but every player that they have was an all-star on their other team. Where are they getting the money? Where are they getting the money?
For Magic Johnson?
I think
he owns
Magic
900
Johnson
franchises for restaurants.
Yeah,
but him and his buddy, they get $1 billion.
I think his son's involved too, and he's also got a bunch of money from his fashion stuff. So they're just loaded. Add a salary cap to baseball, please.
Thank you. Baseball needs a salary cap.
1,000%.
It'll be much more enjoyable that way.
Yankees are winning, by the way, Fish.
Who gives a shit? We just got the Muzz 2-0. Don't even care. I hope we lose and we fire Aaron Boone.
I just want to hear you say it.
You fire Aaron Boone, and then you find him in the dumpster next to that OC for Philly.
He's gonna be swimming with the fishies.
Oh, CGA should be the jet.